Edward from erviewer.com. I have another video for you. I'm continuing along in this line of the processes that are being stimulated by the input, describing the processes as they are being stimulated, deciphering the difference between what process is what, which ones actually feel feel like they were stimulated by the actual input, attempting to go into the process in order to attempt to find the input, or what I'm terming input residue, or the leftover residualness of as the input flashes through the neurons and stimulating these mental processes. In this one, the target was this stalactite cave in Germany. And what is interesting about this experience and what makes it important to me is the shape form. So as I'm going through this process, and the processes are being stimulated by the input itself. Again, I'm focusing on the mental process. I'm going into these forbidden zones of remote viewing, where I'm actually going into images that memory comparators, image comparators, things that are flashing in my mind, coming into my mind. I'm going into them as opposed to trying to get rid of them. I'm going into them in order to find the input itself, in order to locate what I'm terming some residual input residue, or the residual of as the input flash through the neurons, creating these types of mental processes. I'm going into them in order to find these things and explore them more. And you'll see that in this video as the shapes are coming into my awareness. This is a really good exploration of shape form recognition and how specific shapes are coming in. Memory comparators or image comparators are being stimulated, and you can see where the comparator, how the comparator is actually been stimulated by the input itself. And that's what makes these videos so important. That's what makes this work so important to me, is that I'm showing in real time what processes are being stimulated. The input is acquired. It is stimulating specific processes, specific comparators, and you have to go into the comparators to understand why they are being stimulated in order to locate the input itself. These inputs are coming from the second reality. They're coming from this quantum image world, this field of quantum, or whatever you want to call it. These points in time and space, however it exists, they exist there. And we are attempting to acquire them. I'm attempting to acquire them. And as they are acquired and they're pulled through the core, they're stimulating specific types of processes. The end result, again, the end result of a remote viewing session is mental process. It's our filtration, our interpretation of these inputs as they're being converted from their original state, which I don't understand what state these inputs exist in. I'm kind of gearing towards the idea that they exist in some form of radiation of some kind, and the residual, the residue, the input residue also seems to have some type of residual radiation type quality to them. I can't confirm it. I would need to have neuroscientists studying this as it's taking place in an attempt to somehow be able to read or decipher through some type of high-level EEG machine of some kind, that if they would be able to decipher the quality of the stimulation within these certain neural nets, within the certain parts of my brain that are being stimulated, that are triggering these comparators and these processes, if there was a way that we could detect those specific nets and be able to decode or decipher the difference in quality between the stimulated ones as the non-stimulated ones, and if in the stimulated ones there would be some form of recognizable radiation type residue. This is just a theory of mine. It's something that I'm really drawn to. If there is a pioneering neuroscientist out there who has the guts to go into this with me, I'm calling out to you. If you have the guts to do it, if you have the strength to do it, if you have the pioneering exploratory nature, then partner up with me. But that's what this video is about, and I hope you enjoy it, and many more to come. Test, test, test. The processes are a descriptive filter. The descriptive filters are comparative filters. The processes. They filter the input. Are we clear? Grab it, right? This is it. 6, 1, 2, 4. Whites, wide, angular, tall, brown, black, green, blue, silver, moving. So I'm getting this, an idea word came in, carrying. Idea. 6, 1, 2, 4. Smooth. Yellow. Bright. Sting. Prickly. Stingy. Stingy. Prickly. What's happening here is I have the stimulus is again filtering the input through mental processes. 6, 1, 2, 4. 6, 1, 2, 4. Wide, metallic, metallic. I'm getting an image comparator to a building. And I'm also getting a random thought here, or it could be unimpeded, of springtime. This is giving me memory comparisons of flowers. Okay, what's happening there? An image comparator came in of a building, and it's a faint image as well, so I can't really find a specific memory of a building, just an image comparator as opposed to a memory comparison. I got a random thought, or it could be unimpeded, of the idea of springtime, which gave me then a memory comparator of flowers. The input is stimulating these processes, these descriptors. The input is being filtered by the core. The core is our mental processing filter mechanisms. 6, 1, 2, 4. 6, 1, 2, 4. Brown, black, silver, white, gold, yellow, steamy, brown color, brown, angular, large. I am getting this feeling of like a tall, something tall. Something tall. Something tall. Brown colors. brown colors, you know, something like you know, with something down here, something like that. I'm getting memory comparison. This is giving me memory comparisons like bamboo shoots, or something like that, or you know, bamboo or something like that. You know, wooden. As part of this memory comparison. 6, 1, 2, 4. 6, 1, 2, 4. Down, angular, large, green, yellow, again brown, black, brown and black called shadowed, dim, purple. What does this tell me? I'm getting a lot of color conversions. What do I mean by that? Is that the input is being filtered through the processing realms. I'm getting a lot of colors. Darker colors too, like blacks and browns, shades of brown, white, yellow, gold, metallic. See, no, metallic is giving. I'm getting this kind of image comparator of some type of metallic thing, you know, with some weird shape. And that's not it. That's not it. You know, metallic object, like you know, kind of like that. Something like that. But like a metallic object. I'm getting memory comparisons here of like a crown. You know, like that. Memory compared like a crown, or like some intricate ornament, something like that. Basically, what's happening here is that as I'm going through this thing with the tall thing and all, I'm getting the metallic. Metallic has a certain quality to it, an input residue in metallic, and it's giving me this image comparator. It's an image comparator. I can't even say it's a memory comparator. It's an image comparator of something that is shaped with an odd shape. This is an image or shape comparator of a unique metallic shaped object. You know, something like this, you know, like it may have, maybe there's, hang on, something unique or unusual like this. Unusual. A metallic thing. Like that. How could I even draw that? That's kind of like. Basically, what's happening now is that I'm drawn to this thing. This is interesting and unique. A metal object, kind of like that. I mean, like, hang on. Like, I'm not sure. Like that. It's like that. Yeah, like that. It's like again, these comparators here, like gold leaf, silver leaf, that kind of thing. You know, I'm getting this kind of like, now this is a memory comparator of like a leaf. Like that, but like metallic leaf. That's it, like that. That's the kind of shape. You know, this is again, this is a comparator. Why do I have to distinguish that? Because I'm not sure if it is in the actual shape of a leaf. But the input, I can feel the input. But that's not, there's something more to this point in time and space than that. But this is the comparator that is being stimulated by the input. Also getting some kind of moist or humid, moist or humid. Something about that. This is giving me memory comparison of a satellite. You know, that kind of shape. This is giving me ideas of communication. Ideas of communication. Metallic. The idea is okay. What am I interested in now? In the shape form. The shape form here. The shape form. You know, kind of springing out. You know, like this is a memory comparison. This is a comparator, like a porcupine. However you spell it, like a porcupine, but like, you know, like that. You know, like. You know, like that. But like more like this. More like that. So what's happening now is it's the shape form. I'm being drawn to a specific shape. There's something there. It's being stimulated. What I'll attempt to do, this was a pretty clear image comparator, memory comparator of a gold leaf. If I go into the memory of the gold leaf, or the silver leaf, metallic leaf, yeah. Metallic. Like some kind of an ornament. You know, it's like some kind of an ornament or something like that. Ornament, ornamental. Let me try something here. Ornaments, ornaments, ornamental. Ornament, an ornament. What is an ornament? You know, it's an object. It's on display. It's artistic. Artistic work. Symbolic. It's symbolic. I'm getting this kind of random thought here of words. Words. This is getting a memory comparator now of the Vietnam Wall or something. The Vietnam Wall with all the names on it, stuff like that. Triggered by symbolic. Artistic work. It's on display. On display. On display. Ornamental. On display. Yeah. In that realm, artistic is like, it is artistic, but it's representing. I'm going into ideas here. Ornamental, on display. Ornamental, on display. On display, a creation. I mean, that's, I just got to get that out. A creation, a work, metal work. Metalworks. It's like metalworks. Yeah, man, it's like this is giving me memory comparator of an explosion. By the shape comparator, along with the thunder outside. Okay, that's about it for that for now. project on display. An ornament or a crown or something. I got intricate, defined, yeah, a piece of work,